Okay, we are live. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Also, let me get the chat up on the screen. But welcome in, everybody. Hopefully, everyone's having a solid start to the week. Monday. Actually, 4 p.m. right now. Oh, 1 minute. How's everyone doing? Let me go through the list here. Lucinda, thank you for coming in first. Always appreciate it. Let me see. Gnome Tip, welcome in. Champ of Light, welcome in. Uneducated Possum, lurking. Very much appreciated. Let me check in on the arena side. Alright, good. I think we're good now. But as you can see from the title, we're finally back to the game that we've been playing we played a lot of it. Oh wait, I don't even have the vertical stream started. Whoops. But yeah, we are back to playing some good old Yakuza, which I'm very excited about, to be honest. Yakuza's I was on the fence about the series when I first heard of it. But I'm like, now that I've played all of them, now I'm fully engaged with it. I fully love it. Semi regretting the curry was too hot for during a heat wave. Yeah, that hot food during a heat wave is always very questionable. I'm sure it was good though. At least it tasted good. But yeah, no, that's hot food during a heat wave. Definitely not the move. Then again, some people would say it's absolutely the move. Let me see. But yeah, it's well, like, I think you've posted in the Discord, right? Was it just too much spice, or did you not anticipate the how spicy the ingredient was? Okay, let me see. So let me make sure the YouTube chat's also working. Oh, it's still pretty hot over here too, but I think we're actually going through a little bit of a rainfall now, so it's gonna get a little bit. I don't want to say chilly, but it's gonna be cool a little bit cooler, which I definitely welcome. All right. Now I can start the game. Now the game actually is on screen. Actually, it's not on screen. I'm still on screen. Whoops. Alright. Let's get immediately into the game because we know the game's gonna hit us with like 30 minutes of cutscenes, right? So I mean, there's gonna be plenty of time to get some tucking in, to be honest. Too much spice at first, had to find something to help reduce the spice. The only thing I had was Muller yogurt. I wonder if there's any like invention or like any kind of like just powder you can put on top of something that kind of neutralizes the spice. Is there such a thing? For some reason I was like, what if you just put milk powder on top of it? But I feel like that would be nasty. Just because like, you know how milk is always the great equalizer of heat. But yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend putting milk powder on top of your curry if you're trying to reduce spice. I feel like that would probably be a horrible idea. Might be a horrible idea. I have no idea. Maybe it's one of the best inventions of all time and we just don't know it yet. There's only one way to find out. Put some milk powder over your hot food. That'd be gross though. I wish you could have like things pinned to open because every time I kind of like click open to a different tab, fortunately some things just like fall off screen. And I'm like, okay, well, thank you, game. Okay, so I've already tested the game, right? The game should be running well during stream, so hopefully nothing changes in between me starting here. Which one should I go with? I'll go there. Turn on autosave? Might as well turn on autosave. Greek yogurt or coconut milk is the best. Oh yeah, coconut milk would also be a good idea. Coconut milk's very popular with the curry dishes, right? I'm assuming the majority of dishes are probably made with coconut milk. Unless someone has an allergy to coconut. I had to work with what I had. Yeah, I completely get that. I also saw that you got like some good drinks from Starbucks, which I don't think I've ever had Starbucks. So That's something I still have to try. Ronpongi Tokyo 2019. So was the previous game in like 2018? No, it was in 2020. I'm pretty sure it was like in 2019, 2020. Because I'm pretty sure this game takes place at the same time as I'm playing Yakuza Like a Dragon, right? So those stories are going on together.
すみません。お先に失礼しますね。
よ、見ろよ、あれ。
Oh no. Always the hooligans with a nice car that are up to no good. I mean, there's always hooligans with bad cars too, but in this case, bad hooligans with rich cars.
急な追いつけだったもんでな。お嬢様の具合は。
問題ない。そっちがすぐに来れば。
了解。あと5分くれ。
少し。
Trying to cure you because he's not able to take on 5 people anymore.
やっぱり気分が。時間がかかりそうならタクシーを。
わかった。通りまで行ってみよ
う。飲みすぎちゃったみたいで。祖父には内緒にしてくれます。
What, a bunch of sake?
余計なことは言わない。
ねえ、大丈夫？よかったら俺らが女の子を食ってくよ。
いいんだ。間に合ってる。
うちすぐそこなんだ。タワマンの30階。おいでよ。
His base was coconut milk. The next time I'm gonna add half the curry paste as it suggests. That's probably a good idea. I'm sure it probably still tasted good, except for the overwhelming spice though. But yeah, always follow instructions, unless you already know beforehand. Some things you can modify a little bit. Ship Roman, welcome in. Hey, good evening, my friend, and happy Monday. Hope all is well. Here for you, just relaxing in bed to feel better from that heavy work day. And you got some sunburn. Ooh. Well, enjoy the relaxation in the bed. Get some good sleep. Maybe get yourself actually, maybe don't get a drink right before bed, but either way, cool off and enjoy some Yakuza with me. I think we're about to get right into a fight here.
俺らはこんな時のために呼ばれてる。
どっかいいとこのお嬢様なのかな。大丈夫。うちの親もね。
My dad's a big shot too. He's the president of a super famous company. Oh, is he? Kuryu doesn't like that. He beats up people who, have fathers in big companies.
お前らも今回り右すりゃ無事に帰れる。さもなきゃ。これから起きることは全部お前らの選んだ結果だ。
Remember, this was your choice. I like the guy with the red hair back there. I wonder how long or how much he has to get that dyed every time. How many times a week? Or a month? I'm gonna start dyeing my hair purple. No, I'm joking. What eccentric color would I want to dye my hair if I was to ever do that? I don't think I'm the eccentric color type person, to be honest. Oh, alright, he's going to sleep. Alright, red hair, I'm coming after you. Who are you? Come on, fight. Hit me. I thought it was gonna be like a parry system. What are you doing that for? Okay, maybe I'm just supposed to hold it. Okay, I'm supposed to just hold it. Oh, it can dodge. Okay. The spider gadget injects a tiny wire from the watch. It can perform a such as capturing and pulling in enemies and weapons. You can press and hold circle, or after dodging with R1 and X, try tapping. Okay, so that's not what I wanted to do. I do love the lasso one. The lasso one seems pretty cool. All right, who's next? Come here. I'm so glad this one goes back to like this fighting style. I'm not a big fan of the. I'm not big. I'm not to say I'm not a big fan, but like I much prefer the fighting than the turn-based. Now, only if Ishiban had his own like fighting game, right, instead of turn-based, but it probably works better with Ishiban. Oh, never mind. He just dislocated his knee. I love how he was able to get that all out before the guy even dropped.
マジかよ。お前誰に手出したか分かってんのか。ただじゃ済まねえぞ。
案外優しいんだな。
How about you give me your name so I can know who I'm messing with?
自分がこれからどんな目に遭うかより俺を心配してくれんのか。
いや、
ちょっと待ってください。思い出しました。あなたマルヒナの社長の息子さんですよね。
マルヒナって
The trade nose.
あの有名な商社か。
どうしてそれを。
去年祖父の誕生パーティーに来てくれましたよね。お父様と一緒に。
え、もしかしてあなた荻窪幹事長のお孫さん。
ええ。
Should we play this in English again?
クラッ
Just
と
because,
申し訳ございません。
I mean, I don't mind playing in Japanese. I think it's better. But sometimes I'm like, it's better if everyone doesn't have to read at the same time.
初めて六本木に来てみたのですが。
Some people much prefer the English voiceover compared to this one.
いやいやいや、僕らもたまたまです。本当に何とお詫びをしてよいか。
いいえ、私もこんなに酔ってしまって。お互い今夜のことは忘れませんか？
No, you gotta make an example out of this guy.
私は今夜
Then again, we already destroyed his car,
誰
so
とも
that's
会ってませ
fine.
ん。私どものことも幹事長にはご内密にしていただけますか？
ええ。
ありがとうございます。本当にすみませんでした。
You just left your car behind.
あんなやつ見逃して。
He was so proud of his own car, and now he's like, okay, I'm just gonna leave it behind. I'm sure you could probably drive it still with the hood
も
tinted.
っと大事なことが。
ん
I think he might be drunk.
早くどこかで私を休ませて。
おい、車どうなってる？いつまでかかってんだ？
もうすぐあと3分。
さっきも3分って言ってたじゃねえか。
He's probably watching from some like rooftop to make sure you're doing the job well.
You're not the man till you beat the master. You got the plan, then we get the action. I got the answers to what you're asking, but can you handle a
That's gonna be a
hand-to-hand
copyright
if you're not
one.
advancing? There's no
Thank you, Jid.
advantage. It bring madness,
Or
so you know we
JID,
the savages.
however you
With
say your
bad
name.
habits, by the way of the dragon, the fight within, get ignited from real passion. The tires within, heavy wind. I've been traveling. Now you know me as somebody that you never knew a face. She ain't never seen a ghost to my old truth burning through the pages of my soul, leaving no proof. Only ashes whisper for the memory of my past, but it's no use. And if I got a second chance, I had no clue. I'm in the shadows hiding where I'm supposed to. And you probably wouldn't believe it if I told you. The only way you gonna see it is
Shit, that spot in the bar. The smoking spot where he just himself. What a fun time in the bar to do. Are you really just allowed to openly like smoke in like Japanese bars? Why is that a thing that's like gone from North America? Or is it just because Kuryu's so cool that he's allowed to smoke? Are the older guys grandfathered into that law? They're like, he's over 50, he's allowed to smoke in the bar. That's fine. Yeah, this is definitely gonna get like a copyright strike. I didn't know how these Japanese record companies go, and they do not like you using their music at all. I think that's the hard truth of this. Yo, 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 A-Money. Welcome in. Has the PS5 arrived? Or is that coming later?
ご苦労様でした
Welcome in, A-Money.
ただその後がよくありませんおつまみとはいえもう少し野菜は取らないと
いつでも俺を監視してるってわけか。迎えをよこさなくたってもう戻るつもりだった。
そうでしょうねもちろん疑ってなどいません
Not that I don't. Okay, let's get in the car. Man, I want to go to Japan.
この車は禁煙ですので
Okay, let me do this.
さっきの店でもっと吸っときゃよかったな。シャバの空気を。
Sweet taste of freedom. Yeah, he put himself in this scenario. This guy's goofy. The PS5 is here and in my possession. I haven't opened it yet because my dad wants to set it up with me and check it out, so I don't want to be rude and not have him experience it with me. He's just out running errands. Alright. Hey, that's cool. At least you have it, though. That's really cool, though. You have a game that you're going to play first, or is there a game that your dad's interested in that he wants to play? Does your dad play games, A-Money? Is he a video gamer? Ooh.
お前は
How recent is
極
this?
道の世界に仇を巻き込む外道だ。
地元で早い女とかよこらせ撃ち殺せ
Uh-oh. That guy. Rest in peace, that guy. I'm pretty sure he was a good guy. If I remember his story correctly. Oh. Shit. I completely forgot about this.
おじさんおじ
And then it's revealed that it was a fake bullet just so he could get out of taking care of anyone.
桐生一馬君つい今しがた大道寺実先生が亡くなられたと知らせがあってな
Nice bed.
誰だあんたは。
私は政治家としてのイロハをすべて大道寺先生に教えられたものだ
口封じの賄賂ってことか。
いろいろ調べさせてもらったよ
So is this a sequel to Like a Dragon? It is, it
施設
is.
のことを気にかけて
I was asking you, Amon, if your dad was into like any games himself, just because you were waiting for him.
すべての秘密を守る
I'm not too sure if is he into any game series or anything.
すべてを秘密に
But
し
yeah,
て
this is the sequel to Like a Dragon. There's well, this is like the side sequel, right? Where the main sequel is Infinite Wealth, but this game also continues the story of Like a Dragon, but
なめるな
from
よ命が惜しくないのか
for Kuryu's part.
場合によってはお前が大事にしている人間も巻き添えになるぞ
But yeah, it is the sequel to Like the
やっ
Dragon.
てみろ。いろいろ調べたんだろ。
Well, you know what? Spin-off. Spin-off might be the
俺
better
を
term.
本気で怒らせたらどう
I
な
can't
る？
make up my mind on this one.
試してみるか。
なら
Wait a minute.
貴様が秘密
He
を
was big on the
守るとい
PlayStation 1
う保
and
証
Nintendo
は
64 era, then he
Don't
lost
stick with
kind
it.
of the hobby. Fair enough, fair enough. I think that's usually how it goes, right?
何
Usually you get more and more busy and you're like, okay, well,
この病院で発行した
I got better things to do.
死亡届を
The
作って
grind.
くれ。
I mean, both good consoles,
そう
though,
したら
PlayStation 1 and
一生
Nintendo
生き続
64.
けてやる。
It'll be a huge boost of, like, compared to, like, the jump from PS1 to PS5, though, is going to be a huge one for him. You gotta get him on Demon Souls right away. Have that be his first PS5 game. There's one person out there who started their first game as, like, Dark Souls, and
そう思っ
I
て
feel bad for that one person.
声をかけねえもんじゃねえのか。
I think he'd have a hard time. He's like, fuck this, sell the PS5.
なかなか手厳しいですね、花輪さん。この人はただの居候ですから。住職もどうかお構いなく。
Oh. I always love the intros they have for these characters. It's so sick.
お気遣いありがとうございます。次の仕事が入りました。コードネームジョー
But
リしてのね。
I was saying it, I think
仕事なら
yesterday's stream or 2 streams
用
ago.
心棒に行ったろ。
But I bought Infinite Wealth as well. So we also have the sequel to this game. So as soon as we're done this one, we'll be back right
荻
into
窪先生は
Hawaii.
我々大道寺
as you
一
can see on
派
my
の中でも
shirt.
指折りの実
Actually,
力
can you
者。
even see it? Yeah,
呼
you
び捨
can
ては
kind of.
ご遠慮願います。
会ったこともねえのに先生は無理だ。
伝説の極道だったとはいえ、あなたはもう少し立場をわきまえるべきでは。ここでずっとただ飯食べてるだけでは居心地も悪いでしょう。
Yes, he's just gonna be a food hound for free.
あんたらの秘密を墓まで持っていくと誓った。
はい。
大道寺実ってフィクサーが戦後から死ぬまで政治経済を裏で牛耳ってきた歴史。そいつを蒸し返されたくなきゃ、俺らはお互いに犠牲を払う必要がある。俺は自分の死を偽装して人生も名前も捨てた。
And I became your secret agent.
俺の飯代だけだ。ただ飯食べてるだけってのは言い過ぎじゃねえのか。
飯代以外に
That'd be kind of cool. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Like, as soon as you turn 50, you're like, okay, well, the government contracted me to become a spy and just give up everything I ever loved.
金なんですよ。
Would you take that
大
trade
道寺からとバレないよう。
just so you have that interesting part of your life where you're like, I'll be a secret spy.
大した
A 50-year-old spy.
急に打ち切ったら子供たちが不憫ですよね。
Like, you have to give up everything you
なか
have,
なか
but
いい勝負ですな。
you get access to the best
仕事
government
は
programs.
年に数回の頼みです。
Picking up more of the Japanese than I did last time we played a Yakuza game.
我々に
I think the last time I played a Yakuza game, it was all English.
いいはず。
I think Like a Dragon, I'm pretty sure I played that game in
お互いの
English.
信頼によって支えられます。
So you probably would,
そ
you
して
know,
信頼
learn
は
a little less
日々のコミュ
Japanese
ニ
that
ケ
time.
ーションによって育
But we're
む
gonna go back to playing the games in Japanese like we have been with the first like 7 games or first 6 games.
例によって簡単な任務ですよ。汚れ仕事でもない。
Oh, actually, I guess it's technically 7 games because Yakuza 0, Yakuza 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's technically 7 games.
さて、今回の任
I'm
務
glad I didn't skip any of the games. I know there's a couple people who are like, oh, skip this
その
Yakuza
時
game
点で
and skip
もう
this
違
Yakuza
法
game.
に
Like,
聞こえ
and
た。
I'm very glad I didn't do that because I think the games that people said to skip were some of my favorite of the Yakuza games.
依頼主は某アジアの独裁政権下で反政府組織をまとめるリーダー。我々の目には自由を求める革命家ですが、その国ではテロリストとされています。
テロリスト？
He doesn't know that
彼は
word.
日本で調達した
He only knows the term Yakuza and
軍資
gangster.
金として自分の手元へ取り寄せたいと考えました。 そこで我々大同時一派が
Is the pirate one part of these? Oh yeah, that one's after the. So the next one after this, the Infinite Wealth, it's after
まあ
Infinite
聞いて
Wealth.
ください
So it goes
彼は
Secret
うち
Agent
の予想を
Kuryu, and
ま
then
ず
Infinite
CIA
Wealth,
に
and
提案
then
した
the pirate
共に
one.
独裁者を認めず
The pirate one
自由
should be
を
a
愛す
fun
る
one.
同志です
I'm excited to see the pirate one.
そして CIA はこの手の大掛かりな闇仕事を大抵我々に相
The
談
pirate one's another one I'm excited for, just because they also have the.
有望
the
な
fighting
革命
gameplay
家の物を日本から送ってほしいとただし日米が関与した証拠は一切残さずに
ブツってのは
大量の
So
金
wait,
塊です
Wait a minute.
今時紙幣でも仮想通
Am I
貨
helping some bad guys?
おかげで人手がいります
なるほど
Better not turn out that the Freedom Fighters are
あなたの
the
任務
bad
は
guys.
その金塊を船に
They're
乗せ
gonna be a
るまで
Hobby Forestry. Yep. Yep.
現場には
It's gonna be a long
私や
time.
他の他のエージェントも大勢
The only reason it took so long for me to get to this one and the next one,
桐生さんは
or
間違いな
the
く
Infinite Wealth, was just because I wanted the games to go on sale before I bought them.
大同時ってのは
And the newest one, the pirate
もっ
one,
と愛国
that
心
was
が
also that's already
通る
been
集まりじゃなかった
pretty discounted, pretty wide, like heavily, right?
随分
Not heavily,
俗な
but
仕事をするんだな
I could have gotten that game for the same price I got Infinite Wealth.
金塊の
So
輸出というのは法律上面
it
倒
seems like it went down a
そこ
little
を
bit in
一
price
般の
over
有
the
力者
sale.
たちが様々な便宜を図ってみせる
But I think we're gonna.
CIA や
I don't
革命
know
家
if I'm gonna be playing this game and then Infinite Wealth back to back. I'm still gonna figure out if I want to do like a little break game in between,
表
just
に
like I
出せない
usually
金
do.
はこういった手段で稼ぐんです
Yeah. I want to be up to date with Yakuza by the time the next Yakuza game comes out, which will be in like 6 months
白鳥も
if I'm
水面下で
doing my time
必死に
correct.
足をバタつかせているものです
ここでそんな話罰当たりじゃねえのか
さて私は最近
ああ
耳が遠くて
問題ないようです
どっちにしても気乗りのしねえ仕事だ
あなたに他の予定はないしここ以外の行き場もないはずですが
Do, do, do.
お忘れなく
You should
も
leave
し
here
あな
and
た
the
が
world
ここ
finds
を
out
離
that
れ
Kazuma
世
Kuryu
間に
leaves.
桐生一馬が生きてい
What's so bad about everyone knowing that Kuryu
我
lives?
々は
I don't think there's
約
anything
束を
bad
破
about that
ら
at
れた
all.
ものとみなしますその時ペナルティを受けるのはあなただけじゃありませんあなたが人生を投げ打って守ろうとした大事な人や
Think of the people, the children you threw your life
そ
away
の
to.
話は聞き飽きてるし十分わかってるそもそも俺から言い出した約束だ
分かっているなら結構です
So we're gonna be fighting this guy at the
仕
end
事
of the
の
game. I
話を
already
続
know
け
it.
ても構いません
This guy's already giving me like very evil vibes. The fact that he's like, oh, maybe the world's gonna know that you're Kuryu. I'm like, okay, well you're blackmailing me. That's immediately.
今ブツを乗せたトレーラーがこちらへ向かってます
そうか
とはいえまだ少しかかリラックスしていただいて結構だブツを船に乗せるまで1
until
キロ
like
四方にいるも
until
の
like all makes it to the ship,
全員
everyone in the 1
です
kilometer radius is looking for
彼ら
us.
も大同時のエージェントあなたはここで一緒に立ってていただければ
He
それ
deserves
で
his
十分
ass kicked.
秘密の取引なんだ
Yeah, the guy's ass kicked. I
そ
100%
の割
agree.
に警備が多
Anyone
す
who
ぎる
does a little bit of
報
blackmail,
酬の大きい仕事です
sorry, deserves a little bit
ク
of
ラ
an
イアン
ass
トの
kicking.
ためしっかり仕
Then
事して
again,
る感を
depends
出
on
さないと
how bad the blackmail is on the other person.
俺らはその
They
ため
both
に
might deserve
かき集
an
め
ass
る
kicking, but not in this circumstance.
私は他を見回ってきます一人で大丈夫ですね
連中は俺のこと知ってんのか
いえ単に同僚の一人としか知りません彼らもお互いコードネーム
I like how Kuryu is not the most famous like Yakuza guy at all yet.
素性を明かさないように
I feel like he should be well known by this point. Like incredibly well known. Hello. Okay, so the map says I have to go over here. Was it playing first person mode? Oh, I don't have any feet. Oopsies.
お前は確かジョ
Joryu.
ーリーだ
いや
ならさっさと警備に戻れ怠慢がこれをやるから
ああ
Oh, you guys give me free things? Okay, that's a good way to become
上流
my ally
そう
here.
我々
You'll become great friends with Drew if you give me free items like stamina.
上流だった
何
今前は
別
お互いさ
Alright, well, never mind, you didn't give me anything. I think I'm gonna get beat up by all these guys.
どこに行く気だお前。
いやただ立って待ってるだけだったんでな。
勝手に持ち場を離れるな。この一帯は俺が配置を割り振っている。従ってもらおう。
わかった。
やっぱあれだな。昔どんだけ偉かろうが年食うと惨めなもんだ。あの堂島の
I like that guy's hair, he has like the Elvis hair. Oh. Nah, you can't say that. Dragon of Dojima, you can't call me that.
の元4代目会長。
How dangerous is it for my character to be this guy?
あんたの死を偽装するとき、実は俺も一枚噛んでいてね。面倒な仕事だったよ。まだ礼を言われてないな。どうした？別に隠さなくていい。俺たちは今たかがヤクザ一人。それより俺は伝説の極道っていうのが本当。例えば俺たちみたいな本物相手でもやり合えるのか？
Why do these guys insist on trying this like secret agent here?
お前
Let's get to fighting.
よ、間違っ
Hey, I know you're the special agent Kuryu. Let me give you a go. Joanne. I don't want to fight you. Oh, you have to pick up an item. Okay. I was like, what are you supposed to do? This poor guy. this poor guy. He's like, I called this guy out and now I just got beat with a weapon.
おい、ボサッとすんな。この野郎ぶちのめせ。お、
聞いてたより楽しい仕事じゃねえか。
Are we not all on the same side? I thought we were supposed to be like, protecting some gold. Ooh. Okay, come on. How do I like? There we go. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do some good old lasso action. Does it lasso them up?
バカな。この人数を。
お楽しみだったよ。幸いトレーラーの到着が少し皆さんのお戯れにはあなたもテクニカルな格闘
Yes, let's not goof off anymore. So I had to step out and do a few things. Did I miss anything? Just people trying my character for no reason. There's just people thinking that they could beat up the most deadly Yakuza guy of all time.
以後気をつけましょう。
We've had 7 games where we play as Kuryu and nobody has learned a lesson yet.
上流
That's something that always kind of bugs me. I'm like, can these guys just learn? I mean, granted, I don't know how that would work in a video game, how like that mechanic would work.
ええ
But I'm trying to think if there was anything else that you might have missed. But yeah, no, nothing comes to mind.
ところでいい。
問題ありません。
あんた、
組織に2年都知事は産経
So
作戦
wait, what was the? Okay, you got Final Fantasy coming, and what was the other game that you said again? A-Money that you were also getting on launch, or not on launch, but like
関西
with
の
the PS5.
がカムロ町を乗っ取っています。その引き金を引いたのは登場界の
Baldur's Gate 3. There you go. There you go. Okay.
荒川真澄。
Yeah, both heavy RPGs. Is there anyone else that comes with it, or is it just those two? Because I'm pretty sure they'll probably give you like a free month of like PlayStation Plus, right? And I'm pretty sure PlayStation Plus kind of works like Game Pass now, so you might have access to a bunch of games. I'm pretty sure that's how like PlayStation Plus works now.
俺だけじゃねえさ。俺にとって大事な人たちはみんな登場界と切り離せない人生を送ってた。
All the people I cared about.
煙みたいに
All for all that go up in smoke, I still can't believe it's real.
どう言わ
Yeah,
れ
alright,
ても
Special Agent Kuryu, let's wrap this up.
これを言って慰めになるかわかりませんが。
So how long am I supposed to be expecting for this game? People have said this is like a pretty short Yakuza game. I have no idea how long this is
あなたが
supposed
い
to
た
take
とこ
me.
ろで登場界は消える運命だったと思います。今関西から押し寄せている
Inevitably, an Omni Alliance pushing in from Kansai will surf through the same fate as well.
時間の問題
Just those two for now. I can't afford it anymore. I can't even afford PlayStation, so I gotta grind it out with the Alpine. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Like I said, you're gonna have plenty of hours to play with Baldur's Gate anyway. That's gonna be a game that holds you over for, I imagine, for quite a bit of time. Especially Final Fantasy as well.
それは
Like you got both like two heavy hitter games. Maybe you could even get no. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure.
トレーラーが入ってきた。
I don't know. Is Baldur's Gate 3 split screen?
了解し
I
まし
thought
た。
I heard that it was split screen,
周
right?
囲に異常は
トレーラーを先導するバンが一緒に向かってきてる。問題ないか？
トレーラー以外にも車が。
ああ、黒いバンだ。トレーラーはその後ろについて走っている。
では2台ともすぐに止めてください。トレーラー以外の入場は計画にありません。
I wonder if it's cross-platform that one. Because I think I've seen that Baldur's Gate was on sale on PC as well, and I'm like, it'd be cool to play that, to be honest.
トレーラーが突っ込んでくる。止まらない。
Alright, get Kuryu. Oh my god. I like how everything just went to shit immediately.
こいつらなんだ。
Oh. You know, if you have a mask on, it's usually means you're up to no good.
コンテナに物はなし。取引は中止。繰り返す。取引中止。現場にいる者は即時撤収。
Oh, look at that. Look how he's just taking his sweet time to like aura farm and just walk up on these guys. Joryu.
上等だ。
Had to kick ass. I got this guy like I don't know. I love how varied they are in like their costumes sometimes. Like this guy's got like a puffer coat on. I think the puffer coat's gonna make you like especially warm, especially with the fire going on over there. Oh, that's what's gonna happen. Noah the Gamer, welcome in and happy Monday to you. Can I pick up a bat? Same to you as well. What are you up to today, Noah? You got yourself some stream that you're You guys are just committing murder at this point. Okay, I didn't know what was It's because that guy's in on the plan. I 110% believe that the guy that they're about to bring into the truck is in on the plan.
何
Okay, I figured this out already. The guy on the ground probably arranged for the goal to be taken. And then these guys were supposed to come in, make it seem like the attack was like a real thing.
奴ら私をさらおうとでもなんで
花輪
Because you're a liar. You're absolutely a liar. Not the other good with, you know, summer pain after eating lunch in the price. I recorded some videos today and edited them and got them scheduled for YouTube. One I did my review on How to Train Your Dragon live action. Oh, I will tell you, it's a lot better than the animated one. Really? You know, usually people are very critical of the like live action remakes of cartoon like movies or like animated movies. Like the fact that they you said that it's a really good time. That's pretty good. That's pretty good though. I might have to give it a check at some point. Eventually, I want to play, or I want to watch the. I've never seen the animated ones myself, so I still gotta catch up on those ones. But I've always heard that the animated ones are also like still pretty good movies. Is it one of those ones that you feel like you'd see again, or you would watch again? Hello, Mr. B. You looking forward to Raw tonight? See aftermath of Night of Champions. I'm so excited for. Honestly, I'm getting more and more hyped for wrestling again. Yeah, the now that I'm actually like not busy and I can actually like keep up with it. I'm excited to see. I'm trying to think what the big thing that they would be talking about would be after the Night of Champions. There's a new bloodline. It seems like in place now, where you have. I feel like everyone's back with the bloodline, so. Or like yeah, not everyone's back with the bloodline, but you have a new bloodline that's just running amok. I'm kind of excited to see it, to be honest. I've been liking Solo Sokoa a lot more now. They're good. You have until November or October to release action on Peacock. I wish the us Canadians got Peacock. Also HBO Max. There's a couple programs or a couple services that you guys get in the US that we don't have access to, unfortunately. But you guys in the US don't have access to Crave, and that's my favorite Canadian service. Done a bit earlier tonight. It starts in about an hour and 10 minutes. Oh no. Wait a minute, let me set the timer. Guys, this is gonna be a nice hour and 10 minutes, you say? let me get that timer going. An hour and 6 minutes. Oh. What happened to? Oh wait, he probably got hit by the baseball bat. Oh, that sucks. I would not want to be beaten to death with a baseball bat. I feel like that's maybe an understatement of the century, but I feel like most people could probably sympathize with that. I rewatched them yesterday, first one and second one, and the third one might watch or rewatch later. I got them all in like the 4K Blu-ray, right? Like the trilogy of How I Train Your Dragon, but unfortunately my the rest of my 4K Blu-ray collection that I didn't bring with me, they're unfortunately not with me. They're in they're being kept safe. May need to watch it on repeat. Maybe. You feel you on that? It might get on Netflix later in 2027 until make another How to Train Your Dragon movie. Did it do well enough for another like How to Train Your Dragon movie to come out? I imagine it probably did. To be honest, usually those movies, make a bunch of money. Dadcore, welcome in. 234 coins. Actually, I don't have any like air horns, so enjoy the clicks of my pen. Apparently, that was supposed to replace the air horn. But Dadcore, thank you for coming in with the funky coin redeem.
夕べ
dude,
の
how good
疑
could
わ
you
しい
be?
のは今回の密
What's your favorite like animated movie of all time, Noah? If you have a favorite animated movie, same goes for everyone in here in the chat who's yeah, who has an answer. I think I've always said I've had nostalgia for I don't know, I have a lot of nostalgia for like Monsters Inc. honestly, but I don't know if that would be one of my favorite like animated movies.
あんな手間をかける必要はない
I love the intro to Monsters Inc. That one,
ところが
that's probably my
改
favorite
め
to be
てその
honest.
革命家に問い合わせたところ全面的に否定
That's
さ
why
れ
they're
まし
making
た
the ones coming out June 11th.
近海
Oh,
に
so I wonder if
そ
they're
の
like
話
making it back to back,
意味
right? Because I feel like that's what they do with a lot of movies. Is they,
覚えもないと
if they plan on having like a
どういう
trilogy,
ことなん
they
だ
try and make the movies back to back,
我々の
just so they would,
全く
you know, it saves money on like
何も
filming and the production.
ミスター X が革命家になり
Spirited Away or Pony. I've only ever, I need to watch more Miyazaki. I think that's Miyazaki, right? I literally have all the movies, the Miyazaki movies, like
この私
on my Netflix watch list, but I need to get back and like watch it. Yo, Roseblade, welcome in with the
そ
follow.
れがさ
Very much appreciated. And
私は組織
how
の
are you
指
doing
導者だ
today?
ったんで
Do you have a favorite animated movie?
価値はありませんミスター X に話を聞か
Ponyo's the one with the fish, right?
夕べ起きたことが何だったか分からず
Oh yeah, we watched. Oh yeah, let me see. Let me see.
大同時一派の総
I'm gonna have to find. I'm gonna look through my list of animated movies that I've
こ
watched.
れまでのところ手がかりはゼロですが
Animated.
しがない末端のために大道寺が総力を挙げると思えないが
I've actually never watched Nightmare Before Christmas.
確かにそうです
I was just looking through my watch list. And I'm like, wait a minute, I never
他の
watched
線
this.
からも独自に調べを進めようと思った次第ですそれで今日はこちらへ伺いました
Okay, let me see.
桐生さんはお気づきだったか目出し帽のうち何人かは和彫りの入れ墨を入れていたんです
You know what? Actually, Shrek is up there. How can I forget about
死ん
Shrek?
だエージェント
Shrek's like
を
one of the best like animated movies
これ見よが
I've
し
ever
な
watched, honestly. Just because I love the humor in Shrek, honestly. Mike Myers is
そいつとは
Mike
勝ち合わな
Myers
かったようだ
入れ
who's the other
墨は
guy?
見事なものだったそう
I was
で
about to say Chris Rock, but it's not Chris
それな
Rock.
りの組に入っている
Eddie
ご
Murphy
ということでしょう
つまり
Just a genuinely good movie, one and
横山に
two.
は古くから清流
Yeah,
会
Howl's
という
Moving
組が
Castle is another good one.
彼ら
That's
が
a good one,
夕べ
yeah.
の襲撃に加わ
You're
って
throwing out like art, like masterpiece, like animated movies. I'm throwing out like Shrek.
もちろん
I would say Cars. Cars is a good one though. I'm sorry I took a little bit to get to that one. But
入れ
Cars
墨
is
が
a.
ついたからって
I haven't seen that since it's like come out, or like since like 2010 or around that time. But
ミスター X
I thought
に
Cars
つ
was a
ら
good
そう
movie.
としちゃだいぶ薄い
ええもっと有力な線は他のエージェントと
Beavis and Butthead Do America. Actually, I know that's not like a traditional kids animated movie, but like
あなたが適任ですよ
that's definitely one of those
私は
animated
真実
animated
を早
movies I
く
really
掴む
like
ために
too.
できるだけ多くの線を追いたいんです
なるほどな分かった
いいんですか
その代わり
I'm interested
俺
in
も
this
ミ
Mr.
スタ
X's
ー X
identity
の正体
myself.
に興味がある
Who is Mr. X?
何か情報が来たらこっちにも教えて
Yeah, this is a sequel of the live action they're remaking How to Train Your Dragon 2. I very hope the live action second goes deeper into Valkyrie and the Dragonblood Dust story more than behind the story.
だとしたら感激で
Oh,
す
so you're hoping that it expands upon some stuff from the animated movies?
そうかな
I for some reason I feel like the live action movie they're probably gonna split the last one into like two movies, right? I don't know why. I always feel like that they always tend to do that. They always like to have the last movie just split into two.
遠巻きに見るだけで結構ですよ
I blame Nyx. She got me into those animated movies. It's a good eye, a good taste. I would say very good taste. I'll have to start watching them like when Mikey's streaming or when MCG's streaming at some point. I'll probably just put one on and like you know, go through that. I just finished The Walking Dead, so now I need to find something else to watch in my spare time. Oh, we're gonna have to go the long way. Okay. So we're just back into the one city. I just realized it's Ishiban city from the first one. Or not the first one, but like a dragon. It's kind of cool to be able to go through that and actually be Kuryu this time. I've been Nyx. You got me into those movies. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Oh, it's also a South Park movie. South Park movie is also a pretty good movie, if not very filthy. I mean, by today's standards, I guess it's not as filthy as it like maybe once was, but I still like that one. Bro, I love how you can immediately go into a fight and just not have like any time to, you know, spare. Boom. That's why I like the fighting in these ones versus the fighting in like the Like a Dragon Yakuza ones. Just because in this one, I feel like you can end the fights a lot quicker. When you're in turn-based, unfortunately, the turn-based takes a little bit of time. Can I climb the ladder? Oh my god. I'm just gonna take all these plates. Any more plates that anyone wants to give me? I've been looking for new plates. I don't know how I feel about eating off like an iron plate though. I feel like that might be a little bit weird. It might make me feel like I'm in prison or something. Actually, no, it wouldn't. I guess if I had a food tray, that's what would make me feel like I'm in prison. If go by Pixar or Disney, I would have to say Bambi. Yeah, okay. You know what? The Disney like classics, I've never watched either. Like the Beauty and the Beast and the Bambis, Pocahontas, all those kind of ones. I really never watched. Anything from like the 90s up, I think from like Disney, I've definitely watched. Alright, I get it. I've played this game before. You need status effects and items and whatnot. I'm here to buy. What you buying? What you selling? I wish he would say that to me. Cinderella. Let me see. They could add Light Fury in this one. They pull 1 second off, like the first one. I would bring back the franchise. Whatever makes them make money, right? I'm sure people would be happy to see those, though. No, I grew up on the classics, but I'm a little older than you. You might be a little bit older. No. That might be true. No worries. Enjoy the ad. I'm just gonna be going back and forth trying to figure out what I want to buy. Okay. You know what? I don't really care if my guy bleeds. Wait a minute. Oh, so can I just buy all of them? Never mind. What am I doing? Let me go to my inventory. Let me go here. Nope. I have to unlock new stuff. Okay, game. Have me buy 2 items only for me to figure out I can't equip both of them. That makes me sad. What year was you born? I was born in 1999. In the great year before 2000. Yeah, what animated movies came out in my year? There must have been one big, like... Was it Toy Story 2 that came out in 1999? Or was Toy Story 2, like, pretty much right afterwards? I'm trying to think of any other, like, big, like, animated movie that I was, like, really into. Unfortunately, I'm drawing blanks at the moment. Back now. Welcome back, Noah. Welcome back. Let me see. I'm just trying to... Oh yeah, Robin Hood. That Robin Hood with the fox. The classic like Disney movie with the Robin Hood with the fox. That one was on repeat for me a lot. I love that movie. I haven't watched it in years, but I love that Robin Hood movie. With like little, I think the bear was like what's it? I was about to say Little John, but I'm like Little John's the rapper. You have Robin Hood and Little John. Okay. It would be a weird mix. Yeah, I'm a little older than you. I was born in '83. Oh, okay. So that would have been cool. I honestly wish I was born in like an era without the internet, kind of. Just because I'm like, there was definitely there's a lot of good things that come with the internet. Let me not get that wrong, but at the same time, the pre-internet world also had some. It was a lot more like. The community base was like more local, right? Like you're not gonna be. You have to know people in your city. You have to. I don't know. It's a smaller like gathering of people that you have to like you get to know. If that makes any sense. I feel like with the internet now, you have like everyone's connected to each other, kind of. There's just a homey vibe that I kind of miss to it. But then again, I didn't grow up in it, so I only grew up at the in the 2000s, so I don't really have any recollection of it. Yeah, I'm a Little Red Riding Hood. Are you talking about the one Red Riding Hood movie with the bear? Or not? Wait. You know that crime movie, the 3D animated movie that came in like the 2000s that I think aged very badly at this point? One thing I don't miss is dial-up. I also bet you don't miss having to look up like a specific book just to try and fix an issue, right? I feel like having the access to the internet, you could just search up a lot of like stupid things and, you know, not stupid things, but like simple things that might be, I don't know. It'd be kind of hard to search around in a book in a library, right? Hoodwinked. By the way, know the game. The movie's called Hoodwinked. And it's like a dark twist on the, or not a dark twist, but it's like a weird reimagining of Little Red Riding Hood. You know, there's another like 2000s horror or animated movie that I actually didn't mind either. It was Monster House. I thought that one was actually kind of decent. What am I doing here? Oh. What are you talking about? Is there a tree? Oh, the tree. Yeah, okay, I see. I'm just gonna take the soccer ball. That's my ball. I love reading, so that was an issue for. Fair enough. It's only the whole. I mean, it's the idea of like the information not being easy to seek out compared to what is it, like the internet, right? Going to the library just to search up something that you kind of have an interest in, where you're like, sometimes you don't want to have to commit a lot of energy to something. You just want to know about something without having to go through all the hoops. Am I supposed to be going in here? We leave. Wait, 1 minute. I will take these pocket tissues because I know at some point they're gonna come in handy. Let's leave. Oh, interesting. I mean, I don't know if I would recommend watching it now, Know the Gamer, but it's definitely an interesting movie, Hoodwinked. I wouldn't say it's a good movie by any means. It just, there's like maybe 1 or 2 jokes in there where I'm like, honestly, I don't remember anything about that movie. I just know that movie has some very, very like bad 3D animation. Like a Funk 4D. It is like a Funk 4D. And now we might be playing Shogi. Sloppy Poppy. Are you a big fan of Shogi? Oh no, it's Oichi Kabu. Oicho Kabu?
Yeah.
I need you guys to say the name for me. I need one of these NPCs to say the word for me just so I can be confident in that. How are you doing, Sloppy Poppy? And hopefully the Monday workday has not been so bad. Right now we're just watching cutscenes and going through the whole, you know, the usual Like a Dragon gambit. We were just talking about Sloppy Poppy, our favorite animated movies. I was also bringing up some weird 2000s ones like Monster House and Hoodwinked. Did you watch Hoodwinked, Sloppy Poppy?
Oh, なんだお前。
どうも、お出かけ
What do
で
you
兄
call
貴。
what do you call
ま
me?
た例のソープっすか
I call you the Sloppy Poppy. Honestly, my names aren't as creative. Well, you're about to start.
ないお前も連れて
It's Star Wars. It's not Star Wars. Isn't Monday, right? Or it's not Tuesday, right? Or am I wrong? Is Star Wars on Tuesday? Yes, sir. I have. What did you think about Hoodwinked? Were you a fan of it, or do you think it's one of those movies? Like, I think the movie's probably poorly aged at this point.
いいっす
And I think as a kid, I even didn't like it.
もともと空振り覚悟だ
When you're a kid and an animated movie just doesn't hit with you, I feel like that movie's definitely done something wrong. Insane voice cast in Hoodwinked, absolutely. I'm pretty sure Exhibit was in it, right? I think that was the big thing I liked about it when I was a kid. Was like, I was a fan of Pimp My Ride, and
あんたらは
so I think I was like, oh my god, Exhibit's. I think he's the bear in it, right?
落ち着けよ
God bless Exhibit.
極道に囲まれてそんな不定面してなきゃそれで通ったかもな。
分かったもう消えるそれで勘弁してくれ
そうはいかねえ。どういうつもりで覗いてたか洗いざらい吐いてけや。遠慮すんな。うちの事務所の中に入れてやろうってんだから。
Oh, these guys seem pretty nice. They want to give us a
こんな遠くから
tour.
見てたって何も分かりゃしねえぞ。
Outlaws is Thursdays is a weird film with some good funny parts. That's exactly how I think about it.
大道寺の人
Yeah,
間だっ
Exhibit
て
in Halfway, Patrick Warburton. Yeah, Patrick Warburton, he was all over the 2000s with his voice.
どういうことだ
I'm sure he's still doing stuff with his voice nowadays.
匿名でメールが送られてきてな。それが
I'm pretty sure I saw him in a TV show recently with the one guy from Lost,
お前が大道寺
Duster.
の人間だっ
I
て
think that's the new show that I saw Patrick Warburton
俺らを
in.
覗いてるつもり
He was playing like a live action like crime boss.
てたんだよお前は。
It was weird seeing Patrick Warburton as like a crime boss.
大道寺の人間ってなんだ？
He was a crime boss who liked Elvis. I'm pretty sure that was his big
その
character
写
trait.
真を送ってきたやつに心当
Also,
たり
Anne Hathaway, that was like right before she probably started
他に
becoming
何て言ってた
Academy Award winner, right?
ただそいつの言う通り。
What a big jump.
お前がこの場所で
I wonder what the big jump from like,
してやがったのは確か
you know, small part to like, yo, Coinstamp, thank you for coming in with the raid. Raiders, welcome in. My name is Chris. This is Monkeypunk40.
その写真
And
の送り主には
as you can see, we're about to get ourselves into a nice brawl. But
お前ら
Coinstamp, thank you for coming in with the raid. Very much appreciated.
ここは黙ってい
Coinstamp, how was the Tears of the Kingdom today?
に。音はねて言え。
Were there any tears shed? Did you make any bosses cry at all? I'm gonna show you what happens to the bosses in this game. Thank you for the hype. Also, I think the song, the hype music, for some reason it didn't go off. So I gotta figure out why the hype noise isn't going off. I think I might need to like reconnect the file or something. Oh, why do I have a knife? Kiryu doesn't fight with knives. Well, technically it's not murder if it's Joryu. It went off from. Okay, so you guys heard it. At least you guys heard it. Unfortunately, I did not get to hear it myself. Here's some electric love. Greetings, Monkeypunk40 and beautiful people. Hopefully we're all well and health and spirit today. I'd say so. I'd say so.
何してや。
Not overly hot today, at least where I'm at, so I'm not too,
大地区ってやつ
yeah,
が
I'm not
誰
sweating
か
my
知り
ass
たい
off, which is always a blessing.
ふざけんな。
Coinstamp, how hot is it over where you're at?
一
I'm
応
assuming you're experiencing the heat as well.
お前ら
Are you? You're in Florida, right?
夕べ
Coinstamp?
ふと襲わなかったか
Might need to set it to monitor.
何の
I
話
might have to. There might be some things, yeah, that got flicked off and off because, like, I think I updated the drivers for something.
この写真
And,
の送り主
You know how that goes.
メールしてきたの
Sometimes
は
you forget to do the minor things to like reconnect and whatnot.
てめえに答える義理があるかよ
Here's the Kingdom was great. We spent 20 minutes plus failing to make a steamboat for the ultra hand mechanic on top of other annoying Koraki seed retrievals. I think that's the only thing that gets me a little bit scared about Tears of the Kingdom is I don't know how much of it is you need to build your own like solution, right? I think I'm a creative guy, right? But I do think that it's going to be very easy for me to get lost into some of the puzzles in that game. Very, very easy.
探して悪かったな
I gotta have to play it at some point though. Unfortunately, I do not have my Switch on me at the moment, and I don't have my my PS4. So there's some games that we'll have to hold off. I'm right on the border between Georgia. Oh, okay. The bottom middle part of the heat dome. We reach 100
多分な
Fahrenheit in dry
そっ
days
ちだっ
right
て
now.
最初からそう思ってた
God bless you.
それより
Man, yeah, I would be in like a pool 24/7 if it was 100 degrees
問題だ
Fahrenheit.
そいつは
That is crazy weather. That is absolutely crazy weather.
匿名メールの差出し
Yeah, no. What do you do to try and cool off, Coin Stamp? Do you have a drink of choice? I think I always ask this. It's drink of choice. I think I've talked about like Arnold Palmer's like 3 or 4 times in like the past 3 or 4 streams.
今この瞬間も
It's just because it's what's going on right now.
監視されているのでは
I'm drinking Arnold Palmer's.
実は背中に
No, I need
視線を
to play beat both those yet.
ずっと
For
つ
the
けられ
years,
てる
those that use Celsius, that's 37.7 degrees. That's me. That's me.
やれないこ
But
と
I can recognize triple digit Fahrenheit is not good
せっ
either.
かくの手がかりだもっとうまい
I need to
使
play
い方がある
beat
んじゃ
both
ない
those yet. Yeah. Honestly, Breath of the Wild, I still
人気
think
のない
it's.
とこに誘い込んで
I'd say it's my favorite Switch game, honestly.
そいつらを絞り上げて
Super Mario Odyssey, I liked
ミ
it.
スター
I
X
just-
の情報を聞き出せばいい
There's some down parts on the
せいぜい
on Mario Odyssey that I wasn't the biggest fan of,
な
honestly.
るほど確かにあなたならわけない
I found out Nintendo will ban you if you brick Nintendo Switch 2 on purpose.
私もそちらに
When you say brick the Nintendo Switch 2 on purpose, what does that mean?
お気をつけて
You just like get it banned on purpose? I mean, it would make sense that Nintendo would be like, we don't want you doing anything that would. Here's the thing: Nintendo unfortunately has a bunch of people who tweet at them 24/7 saying, "We got your game for free on PC," and unfortunately, that's just gonna piss off Nintendo. I don't know what these guys are
俺に用が
doing,
あるんじゃねえのか
but unfortunately, when you get very brag happy about the fact that you're stealing someone else's game, you're gonna get the company to be very, very uptight about trying to stop those people. So I'm like, I get where people criticize Nintendo on that, but at the same point, I'm like, well, you're kind of asking for it when you're tweeting at them saying that you're gonna steal their game and play it better on PC. If I was Nintendo, I'd be like, okay, well, I would be doing a lot to try and prevent that. For drinks in hot environments, water, milk. Ooh, especially chilled milk. Both work to keep you hydrated. Water for H2O, milk for collagen. I did not know about the collagen
誰かと
depletion
人
thing.
違いして
That's it. I might have to give that a go, Point
しか
Stamp.
わかんね
I do like my milk, so
えよお前ら
Yeah,
は
I'll give that a go for sure.
改めさせてもらう
basically taking apart the Nintendo Switch 2. You see that? Okay, yeah, that can suck if there's like a third-party retailer that wants to try and fix it for you. If there's like a fan or something that breaks. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, it would probably be better just to send it into Nintendo and be like, hey, you guys got to deal with this, not me.
さあな
They just need to offer like a free
やっ
service
ぱ
or
りお
something
前の話は
for the first year or two,
わかんね
for as long as the warranty lasts. I mean, Odyssey is a great game for the fact that they tried a lot of new stuff, but unfortunately a lot of that new stuff doesn't necessarily work out the best. I think it was only like a select few couple levels where I'm like, it makes me not want to replay the game. Like there's always, I feel like everyone has a favorite game that might have those levels in it where you're like, okay, I hate playing through that section of the game again. I know Mass Effect for sure has some of those aspects for me. When I play through Mass Effect, there's like 1 or 2 like missions I hate going through. And I think both of those missions are in Mass Effect 1. So Mass Effect 1, that's all on you, to be honest. Yeah, the game's just setting you up to get beat up later. Right now your character fights really well, and then for some reason I feel like your character's gonna get like nerfs or something. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong on this one. For me, it's literally any Sonic water level. Yeah. I don't want to have to hear that beeping any more than I have to. You know how it goes. Until you just drown. For me specifically, I deal with the heat by staying indoors. Yeah, no, that's the best idea, honestly. Indoors, cover all the windows. to turn all the electricity off. You know, just to maybe even get it even cooler in the house. I don't know if that works. But yeah, the AC unit. We have a broken AC unit. Oh no. You see, I think right now me and MCG, I think we're probably looking for an AC right now. But right now our fan's doing pretty well to try and like circumvent the heat. Really, that makes sense, and I'm not really surprised they do that. It only adds to my reasons to not purchase the Nintendo Switch 2. It would be cool if they ever offered games on PC, but I don't think Nintendo will ever go for that. From what I hear, like, it seems like Xbox might... Apparently, Xbox is apparently moving away from hardware, but I feel like I've heard that rumor every time... I feel like I've heard that every generation for Xbox. But I feel like this last generation probably is even more true then. I think mostly over people who try to break the console or lose hardware and lost the following multiplayer clause. Mostly not. Mostly the account. As long as you can download your account onto a different different console, I feel like that's fine. Nintendo's pretty picky on games, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, they're the only ones who truly have exclusives, right? Like, PlayStation has exclusives, right? But like, when you think of one company that has like true exclusives, Nintendo's the only one out there that's actually trying to live by that right now, which I also admire. I'm like, you know, they're trying to push their hardware and their games, which, you know, again, I admire. Am I gonna be forced to lose this battle, or am I just not doing good enough? Damn it. Damn it. He just keeps doing the one kick to me. I don't like guarding so much. I don't want to have to guard. Damn it. Okay, I have the guard. Go, go, go. Damn it. This guy's definitely supposed to kick my ass, I think. I don't want to have to do this. Alright. Damn it, he is beating my ass right now. Oh, oh. Yeah, guess what? I got an iron pipe now. Oh. Uh-oh. Bro, the weapon completely took him out. Okay, I need to get the fuck away. 1 minute. Oh. No, I need to win this fight. I need to win this fight. No, this guy's trying to do the Dark Souls thing to me where I lose the fight with like one hit. That was bullshit. That was absolutely bullshit, man, on that one. I'm like, I got him with... He was not blocking for those last hits. Yeah, you're a scumbag. I get it. You're using brass knuckles. Nintendo pretty picky on the games. I think they'll do one more gen of Xbox and call it. Yeah, I can see that, to be honest. Especially if it keeps like going the way it is with sales. I feel like I don't know the exact sales numbers, but all I know is that I'm pretty sure they're the most open ones with their numbers. And are they? I might just be pulling that out of my ass, but it seems like that they yeah, they're not doing as well as like PS5 or the other guy, Nintendo. Damn it, game. I blame Yakuza for putting it into like turn-based. If they didn't make it turn-based the previous game, you know, I feel like I would have a better shot at this. Yeah, there you go. Eat red light, or whatever that was. Oh! Kiryu, run! Ah, man in suit, you should run. Alright, Xbox partner Meta bringing Xbox to their VR headset. You know what? I do hope Xbox stays in the console market just because it seems like they're trying to do, they're trying to bring Steam games, I think, over to the Xbox thing, right? That'd be like, I think the one thing that might be able to save them is everyone having access to like their Steam library on Xbox, like the console. Now granted, I don't know if that will ever happen. I feel like that's like a pipe dream, but... What am I supposed to do? What the fuck? I've hit this guy like 3 or 4 different times. I'm sorry? What? No, I'm not going on easy mode. I can completely do this fight. The game's just fucking trolling me on that. Or am I just... I might have missed like the one menu. I think the one menu was telling me that I had to need to do something. Alright, let me go back to the chat real quick. They have the least hardware sales of the last 2 gens and are getting better at selling and making games, and that's what they're making all their money. Yeah, I mean, the Activision deal was, what, like $60 or $70 billion? You better hope that fucking is making them a lot more money. If they spent $70 billion on a company, they definitely deserve to be making some profits now. Understand, I'm fine with bricking consoles when people do nefarious things like cheating or online console servers, but taking a Switch apart to mod it for personal enjoyment or for homebrew shouldn't result in those bricking. Those things hurt nobody other than corporate culture at Nintendo headquarters. I agree. It's pretty much, yeah. I feel like a lot of the time it's probably lawyers in someone's ear who's like, you gotta step in and stop this before this becomes, you know, widespread. Yeah, PC Game Pass. Also, is it just me or did you get a haircut, Mr. Monkman40? I did. I got a haircut last week, or yeah, it was last week. But yeah, honestly, the heat was the main factor in me being like, okay, I need to get rid of this fucking the hair. Oh, let me see. But thank you for noticing, Coinsnip. It's usually kind of hidden just because I have the headphones on, right? So it's you know, it kind of blends in anyway. Let me see. The only reason I don't see Steam making it onto Xbox is the complications of the multiplayer servers, unless they make it for compatible games only. I feel like that would probably be the thing. Unless the Xbox just wants to go nutty with it and be like, fuck any regulations or fuck any compatibility or like the multiplayer servers. I mean, like, Steam already kind of... Steam still allows games that aren't like popular like multiplayer wise. The thing is, all the games would have to have like their own kind of like Xbox setting, and I feel like that would be very hard to do. That's what probably Microsoft would want, is people not being able to like destroy the Xbox CPU or whatever by overheating it with a game on like ultra graphics. That I wouldn't know how they would like complete, to be honest. I completely like, fuck. It's one of those things where I completely forgot how you do the enemy counter to his one attack. It shouldn't be that hard to do, to be honest. I don't know why I'm having a tough time doing the one counter. Come on, man. Knock it off with the unblockable kicks. You can't go and... Okay, come on. Yeah, the game definitely put it on easy mode for me here. You can already tell when the game put it on easy mode, even though they said in the menu like, you want us to put it on easy mode, and I say no. They're like, we don't care. We're gonna put it on easy mode just to make it easier for you. Okay, R1 and X. R1 and X. Okay, that's what I needed to do. Damn it, I thought I was doing it already. There you go, guys. We're doing it. We're doing it. I just had to actually use like technique and not be stupid. There you go. That works. The only reason I don't see the hair has really nice. It looks great. At least we know where they use the capture. Exactly. I was just being very obtuse about that. But I mean, like every game would have to have their own Xbox server instead of their own. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. They would just have to be like, okay, any multiplayer game this year and like built before it, they would just be like no multiplayer games from that era. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, DeVries. How are you doing? And how is your Monday coming along? DeVries, do you have a favorite animated movie? Because we were talking about that earlier today. Wait, did they put it on easy mode? Coinstep, this game does do this game will tell you like, the game will definitely put it on easy mode for you if you fail a boss battle way too many times in a row, right? It's kind of I think it's to keep the fun factor going. They're very they've done it a couple times to me where I'll be having a tough time on a boss fight and I'll still be selecting no on the easy mode because they'll propose the easy mode thing a couple times to you. But at some point, irregardless of if you select yes or no, they'll still put it on for you. Sometimes games will drop a difficulty a little bit automatically if you're struggling a bit with different parts of it. It's a lot more common in older games. Yeah, it makes sense. I have a feel like with modern games, they can make it a little bit more optimized. They probably have like different like settings, right? You know, developers of today are probably a lot more smart with it. Been tired but been good otherwise. My favorite anime is Final Fantasy Advent Children. I feel like I've heard a lot. Actually, that's like the first time I've heard a Final Fantasy movie being dropped as a favorite animated movie. I've never seen it though. Are the Final Fantasy movies or like the animes, whatever it is, are they good? I'm assuming that you liked it, so I'm assuming you probably are a little bit biased, but I'm gonna have to give them a go. I know Resident Evil, they have a couple animated movies that I might want to check out at some point, but I'm a little bit on the fence about the Resident Evil animated movies. I feel like I've heard kind of very questionable things about them. Chronicles, welcome in. Having Children is dope. Really damn good. Okay, so it's just a damn good movie by itself. I think it's one of those like animated movies I've seen come to 4K Blu-ray, so I mean I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't blind buy it for 4K, but maybe I'd be willing to give it a try. I don't know whether I feel insulted or angry that the game did that. I agree with the reasoning, but I scoff when devs implement a feature that removes or subverts my agency. Yeah, it kind of... Yeah. It is kind of a dirty trick. But at the same point, I guess it's all in the name of fun, right? I wonder how many times one of these developers watches someone on stream like just freaking out over a boss battle and they're like, it's a lot easier, come on, just let it be put on easy mode. How are you doing today, Chris? Not as warm as I've been in the past like 2 days, but we're doing good, Chronicles. We're doing good. We're do you have another movie to throw in there for Chronicles for like favorite animated movie? I was saying before, Beavis and Butthead, like what's that one? Do America. Beavis and Butthead Do America. That's one of my like favorite adult, I guess, animated movies. Just getting home from work. Nice. Hopefully are you actively driving? Wait a minute. If you're actively driving and typing, maybe that might not be the best thing. Fun is the most important part of gaming, absolutely. But also profit. Profit's also the second most important thing about gaming. I'm sure that's coming from the point of view of the developers. Not my point of view, but point of view from the developers. Favorite animated movie? Howl's Moving Castle or Spirited Away? Ooh. Lucinda earlier was saying, by the way, oh god. Rest in peace. But earlier Lucinda was saying Spirited Away and Ponyo was some of her favorite movies, animated wise. I've yet to watch a Miyazaki movie though. And Howl's Moving Castle, I think you mentioned too. Got home about an hour and a half ago. Been working on stream stuff in Tokyo with my girl. Nice. Take one for me, Chronicles. Take one for me. To profit is also important. I mean, if you're a gamer, you probably don't give too much of a crap about profit, but if you're someone who's making video games, you know, I'm sure it's probably #1 on the list. Come with you. No, my name's Joryu. Wait a minute, this guy keeps misnaming me. Ponyo is pretty good, but as far as Ghibli... Oh, it's Studio Ghibli. I keep saying Miyazaki, but Studio Ghibli is probably like the better term for it. What about the new one? There was that new one that had like Robert Pattinson in it and a couple other guys. I will say the Ghibli movies always get like a great cast for the English version of the movie. Boy and the Heron is really good. That's the one. I guess I'm just a challenge run build, so if I tap it on an easy difficulty, I want to know. Yeah. If you're ever trying to do a hard run on like I guess these games, I do wonder if they have like a different like. I wonder if you put it on like hard mode, if they would have a different version of an easy fight compared to like me being on medium and the game goes to easy. They probably just make it so the guy like gives you more openings to like hit him and whatnot. They might not make it immediately like easier in that way. Yeah, Boy and Heron though, I think I've seen it on Netflix, so I'll have to go through like a marathon. Oh, no, maybe not a marathon because I'm not too sure if that's the proper way to enjoy the Miyazaki movies, but I'd be willing to give them a go at some point. Training if I should stream or play GTA 5 Story through again before next year when GTA 6 is out. It wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly, especially with like the Enhanced Edition, right? The Enhanced Edition looks really nice. I'm not too sure if that would be the one you're playing, but yeah. Have you? So you said, have you played it before? Oh no, you said yeah. This should be again. Fair enough. Fair enough. Have you played GTA 4 at all, or like any of the other GTA games? I know they have the definitive edition out there. I wouldn't say that's my favorite way to play GTA, but for the majority of people who haven't ever played like an old GTA game, I feel like it's fine. Also, it's like the only way you can get them now, so nothing you can do about that. Oh. Damn it. Kick his ass. Kick his ass. Kick his ass. Boom. What am I using the heat bar for if I'm not gonna be activating it? This guy's stupid. The graphics of this game are wild. I love games that gameplay and cutscenes blend into each other. So this one came out, I think, in 2023, and then Infinite Wealth came out in 2024. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when it came out. But this game, like, Yakuza is very underrated for how like good the games are, like look-wise. I don't think they get the proper credit they do from like mainstream gamers for beautiful games. They always point to like Cyberpunk and some of those other ones, but I feel like this one, like in terms of just the style and how, again, you said that everything blends together. This one I think is like quietly like one of those like underrated graphic hits. I beat it back when it first came out, then again when I got my PS5, but never got into the GTA Online and haven't played it in over 5 years now. You know what, it'd definitely be worth going through, to be honest. The only thing that sucks is like, I feel like, yeah, the majority of people are, I feel like, are looking for like RP content from GTA, which it sucks for if you're trying to like enjoy the story content. But if you're just enjoying the, you know, the gameplay, then that's all you have to really look at, to be honest. I haven't played any of the Yakuza games, but they all look dope. They used to all be on Game Pass, but at some point, I think the Yakuza games got very popular. So, I think that's when they took it off of Game Pass. But I really wish they would put them back on. I wish, oh. Okay. Of course that worked. Hey buddy, Showstopper, how are you doing? And Showstopper, how did you enjoy Night of Champions? I'm assuming you watched it, right? But always good to see you, Showstopper. Am I hitting him? Like, am I doing any damage to him? Come on. Damn it! I tried to back up and I did not do it in time. I have to figure this game out real quick. But this one is, by the way, to answer your question, this is a spin-off, right? So this was in between Yakuza 7 and Yakuza 8. So this is like kind of just a side story that's kind of filling in the blanks of like what happened with this character. Oh, there you go. That's what I wanted to do. There you go. Get over here. Oh, never mind. I tried to block that. There you go, just a nice punch to the face, that's all. That's all we needed. Night of Champions was extremely underwhelming and predictable aside from solo. Or are you talking about like Solo bringing in his like new bloodline? Honestly, I've been loving Solo Sikoa recently. Solo Sikoa has been like, I like that he's been leaning more into like the comedy stuff. I think that stuff is doing wonders for him. Like the crowd is loving him now with the like whenever he does like, I feel like the one time he was doing the Penta walk, I think that was like in Money at the Bank, where he was just trying to like impersonate a bunch of the other wrestlers with their taunts. I think that was like working very well with Solo Sikoa. He's been really funny. Yeah, who's that? Oh, yeah, John Cena. Yeah, yeah. I kind of, for some reason, I did wish that Cena would drop the title to CM Punk, but I mean, like, Cena probably has a lot more time to go. I wonder if he's going to hold on to it for the entirety of the run, or if he's going to drop it at some point. But yeah, I was expecting Solo to win at SummerSlam, not half. It happened this early. Yeah, I'm kind of happy to see him like get the title though. And I know some people are probably going to be tired of his bloodline gimmicks, but if it works, right? I'm like, I'm fine with it. Yeah, but I was just been loving Solo too. He's just another Roman Reigns. When does Roman Reigns coming back? Or Roman Reigns is probably just, I'm pretty sure he's been doing like, he's in that new Street Fighter movie, right? Solo or Roman Reigns. So he's gonna be busy with that for quite a bit of time. I'm pretty sure he's in the new Street Fighter movie coming out. Solo has definitely been impressive lately. He went from silent enforcer seamlessly into a comedy hero, and that takes a lot to pull off. He has, and I think he's being rewarded with it, to be honest. It's working very well. I've been saying they need more comedy wrestlers in WWE at the moment. Just more like, just to add more personality to it. I hate when everyone's just, you know, going for the, I mean, not everyone's going for like the same kind of routine, but I've always been more drawn to the funny characters of wrestling. They're very like, I don't know if they would not be allowed to be like on TV nowadays. I feel like, but like Crime Time. I don't know if anyone here remembers Crime Time from like back in like 2007, 2008. But like, also like rest in peace the one half of the team. But Crime Time had some really funny stuff back then. But I did like him paying homage to past feuds and giving everyone that wants a chance to work with him before. Yeah, that's true too. I do like that it's been happening. I wonder who, again, I'm very curious who's going to drop the title to. It's probably going to be, you know, Cody Rhodes. But Cody Rhodes has also been saying recently that he might not be, you know, he might turn heel at some point. Which, I'm like, you don't be telling us in interviews that you're gonna be turning heel. Just do it. I kind of hate when some people are like, you know, talking a little bit too much behind scenes about kayfabe or whatever. I wish Edge didn't leave so early so he could have one last feud. Yeah, I completely agree with you on that one. I don't watch AEW, and I don't know, like, I'm sure he's probably doing a lot of good work in AEW. I just can't get behind that Adam Copeland name. I don't know why. The Adam Copeland name just bothers me so much. He had a perfect, like, 4-lettered name, Edge. But unfortunately, I mean, that's WWE taking it away from him, right? WWE is not going to let him go over to AEW with the Edge name. Cope is even worse, yeah. Cope is not a good one. And then he had like that one injury where he jumped off of the cage and like he kind of landed like a pencil, and I was like, man, that's, I feel bad for Edge for doing that. That was like a really bad injury. Cena and Edge were some of my favorite moments from watching wrestling as a kid. Mine too. Mine too. Edge had, even like looking back now, Edge has a lot of funny ass quotes, or a lot of funny promos where he's just, you know, talking a lot of like shit on Cena, or he's just being like a cowardly guy who doesn't want to fight, so he just lets his like underlings do things. Let me see, Edge and Christian need one last run together when they're in the same promotion. I'm surprised, has Christian even worked with Edge in the AEW? I feel like they've been doing, like, they haven't been doing anything together really. I feel like it's been Edge and Edge has just been kind of separate from Christian. Again, I haven't been watching AEW, so maybe I'm completely wrong there, but from the clips I see on YouTube or on Twitter, it doesn't seem like they've been doing much at all together in AEW. Okay, who has the gunshot wound? Let's go see who has a gunshot wound. Oh, over here. Okay, never mind. I want money. Sake, thank you. Edge's autobiography is so good. His early career is wild. Like, he almost died a bunch of times before making it to WWE. Wait, are you talking about, like, in the ring, or was it just other things that he's... Like, was he pissing off, like, the mob? He was, like, pissing off some loan sharks. He's like, I almost died. He probably... Car accidents, maybe, too. I don't know why I went to the mob. I'm like, why would he be almost getting beat up from, like, loan sharks? I don't know why my mind went to that. It's Yakuza. It's me playing Yakuza, that's why. I need to read some of these autobiographies from the wrestlers. Who was it? There's one wrestler I know everyone says has a very good autobiography. I'm sure there's probably a couple wrestlers that everyone says that about, but... who was it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through the list of biographies made by those guys and see which one would tickle my fancy. Oh, goons! I want to fight you guys. Eat the ground, chump. And Kubo, enjoy this punch. I can't believe I'm working for some agency and they're just allowing me to do this. The training Edge and Christian feuded for a while, but the matches were lackluster. Oh, so yeah, that kind of sucks. That's a little bit late. That sucks. The training and indie stuff in Canada, whether it's brutal and the car broke down on a lake of ice. What? Yeah, that sounds scary. That sounds horrifying, to be honest. It's such a good read, though, and really goes to show where he had to legit survive to get to where he is today. Let me see, I'm gonna look up a couple of those biographies. I think it's, what's his name? Chris Jericho. I think he has one, too, that people say a lot of good things about. Or no, Batista. I think Batista has one, too. I think Batista's the original guy I was thinking of that apparently people say he has a good one. Batista still has like one of the best songs in wrestling though. Just have to say that right now. Nope, 1 minute, can't go down here just yet. I mean, I want to play some wrestling now. It's been a long time since I've like played well, I mean, it's been like a year since I played WWE like 2K24, but I need to pick up that new one at some point. I've also read Brock Lesnar's biography, and he was really good. Paul Heyman helped him write it, and you can definitely tell. Oh, right. Brock Lesnar's an interesting guy too. I know there's like a little bit of controversy with him because he's involved with a lawsuit or something, but he's always given off that fucking huge, like, tough guy energy, honestly. Like, he looks like someone who would just do damage, and I'm pretty sure he proved it in UFC. He did a lot better in the UFC than CM Punk did. Oh, they got Mountain Dew? It's not even like an off-brand version, it's Mountain Dew. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm buying like 100 of it. Mountain Dew, you're my best friend. Cigarettes, we don't smoke cigarettes. My guy, that's... We only chew tobacco. Boss, like sugar. Huh. What else can I buy here? Let me get a super cup. Thank you, Reed, for the check-in. Always appreciate it. It definitely paid for the license to show off Mountain Dew of all things. I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. Before it was mostly only like Japanese products that they kind of I feel like had the license to show off things for. But Mountain Dew, everybody loves Mountain Dew. Unless you don't like drinking 77 grams of sugar in one sitting, in which case, enjoy water. CM Punk in UFC was a prime example of staying in your lane. He got humbled real quick. I wonder if he, like, I wonder what was going through his head that made him think. Let me go through the UFC. He's like, these guys do a lot of training behind the scenes, right? Just to like get the wrestling going, to look good on screen. I mean, but you know, it's it definitely doesn't always translate when you're trying to always like figure out how to miss the punch by like inches or like millimeters. How do you guys feel about like product placement in games? Do you guys like when you see like Mountain Dew in a video game? Or like when you see Best Buy in like Midnight Club? To be honest, I kind of like it depending on if it's like a game that's trying to be like the real world. If it's a game that's taking place in like a fantasy land and they just add Mountain Dew for no reason, I feel like okay, that's a little bit out of place. Oh, getting a gun pulled on me. That's not good. I'm not a fan of Mountain Dew. I like it, my friends like it though. I especially like Baja Blast. Point stamp. I'm one of those guys. I love Baja Blast. I genuinely... I think every time I go to Taco Bell, Baja Blast is like immediately the thing I'm getting. There's no other choice for me. At the same time though, yeah, you probably don't want to be drinking Mountain Dew every single day. Yo, Rock Inc. Thank you for popping in on... Let me give a quick shout out to Rock Inc. But Rock Inc. Thank you for popping in with the bits. The bits are always appreciated. Always. But thank you for popping on in, Rock Inc. Let me do this real quick. By the way, I didn't get any chats on the arena side yet, but at the same point, maybe the arena side chat might just be a little bit broken, so I have no idea. How are you doing though, Rocking? What are you up to today? I don't pay the placements that much attention unless it's out of place. Fair enough, fair enough. When I'm playing like a driving game and I'm like driving by a Best Buy, honestly I do like that kind of stuff just because it does add into the, you know, it gives you that more real world vibe. But I definitely see where people are like, wow, that's just a cash grab. There's definitely two sides to it for sure. I'm just running around doing errands. Nice, nice. Is it hot where you're at, Rocking? Are you also going through the heat wave? Everyone seems to be enjoying. I don't know why that guy in the back. He reminded me of like Mr. Blonde. That guy. There you go. The guy who just punched me. He reminds me of a plus size Mr. Blonde from Reservoir Dogs. If anyone watched that movie. Ooh. That guy's gonna come and save my ass, I think. It's not as bad compared to a few days ago, it's still pretty hot. Nice, nice. Over here, it literally just rained, right? So we had a little bit of chill time, so that was always appreciated. Oh yeah, great. Yeah, I love Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs is definitely top 5 Quentin Tarantino movies. There's only 9 of them, but like, you know, Reservoir Dogs is definitely one of my favorites. Reaper Alice, we moved. It's a new location. The past week or like honestly the past month, we've been trying to we've been kind of getting situated and whatnot in the new location. So we were still doing streams, but we were also kind of like going back and forth trying to get this location set up. But yes, new background. We're different part of Canada now. Not too far away, but different part. Did you cut your hair? I did. Reaper Alice, blame the heat. Blame the heat for not being forgiving to my hair. Because unfortunately, it's a pain in the ass when you're sweating your ass off 24/7. And I have black hair, or like, not black hair, but like, I have really dark hair, so I don't know if it's just summoning the sun's rays onto me. I needed it to cool down. So welcome in, Reaper Alice. How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a solid Monday and a great weekend, hopefully. I love how he just picked the chair just to fucking throw it the complete opposite, dude. Get over here. It makes me sad that the one show on Amazon wasn't as good for the for Kuryu or like the Yakuza. I was hoping that they could pull off maybe a good Yakuza TV show, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You can't get a good video game adaptation every time. Lurk time? Listen to. Thank you for the lurk time. Let me see. I might wrap it up in a bit. Just because I do also want to watch wrestling as well. But we're gonna go a little bit further. I'm gonna find a good point to maybe end it off at. I'm gonna dip out, fam. Have a great rest of your stream and have a good night, everybody. Chronicles, same to you. And anyone who's also in the ads, sorry for the ads, but enjoy the rest of the ads and enjoy your night, Chronicles. Very much appreciated. And thank you for coming on by for the chit chat. More men will be coming. Please be on your way. The PS5 is all set up now, just waiting for all games to download. I was expecting faster downloading time, but I guess I gotta be happy with what I got. Oh, is it? The thing that sucks also about like modern games, A-Money, is that every game's like 50+ gigs. I feel like, especially like I think that new Final Fantasy game is probably like what 120 gigs. That's my guess. I'm just taking a guess there. But yeah, hopefully they download with speed. Yeah, Baldur's Gate's 124 and Final Fantasy's 105. Jesus. Yeah. Apologies for the large. Oh, it was not my fault. I blame the companies. But yeah, that does suck that it's like 200 gigs right off the bat. That's crazy. At least it's not as bad as like Call of Duty. Call of Duty, it takes up like 300 gigs if you want everything done with it. Call of Duty needs someone else making the game or something. Or like they need some like CEO to come down on them and be like, hey, fix how big that game is. Have you been enjoying this game though? Oh, I've been loving this game, A-Money. It's taken me some adjustment period just to get used to the fighting controls again, but I've been loving it. welcome back everyone from ads, and yeah, welcome back to the ass kick experience with Joryu. I didn't want to have to punch Agent G. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. It's more straightforward than the other games, but at the same point, maybe the open world comes at like a later time. Oh, this guy's a pushover. Oh, I did the dodge and I just dodged into him, unfortunately. Reaper Alice, though, if you were in the ads, if you needed me to re-answer the questions, I can absolutely do that if you want. Yeah, I just realized you might have been in ads while I was answering the some of the questions. This bozo. Let me just step over his body for a second. Oh! He's gone. Uh-oh. Where did he go? Oh, so let me go and explore the garden here. You have a beautiful, beautiful garden here. I don't even know how long this would take to maintain. That's like a full-time job that you're paying someone to maintain this, like, this system here. I'm thinking I'm gonna fall asleep early tonight and wake up super early tomorrow to game out. Give me something to look forward to tomorrow. I feel like after I download the games, I'll be close to 8 and 9. I don't want to rush or not enjoy them. Yeah, no, I feel you. It's always a good thing to know, like, you're also like your own limits and you know, your own enjoyment of the product, right? So yeah, get a full night's sleep, and then tomorrow, yeah, game out. Game out indeed. Get some Final Fantasy in you. Oh! Come over here, dummy. Oh! Oh, there you go. For some reason I thought it didn't work this time. Man, I love it. Yeah, I love some early morning art. Uh-oh. Agent Q, Agent U. Bro, they make the punching in this game feel like really good. I know I've always talked about the combat in this game, but they do have a very good like punch feel in it. Has Kiryu ever made it into like a fighting game as like a guest character? I'm surprised. I don't know if he's ever made it into like a Tekken or whatever, but it'd be really cool to see him in one of those kind of games. I feel like he would like fit in naturally. Alright, just stab him. That guy went down like a bag of potatoes. You know, let me heal myself real quick. I don't want to have to go all the way back. All the way back. Nutriment. I love myself some nutriment. Why don't you just give up? I will. Oh! You got a lot of like Iron Man inspired people here. Not Iron Man, but like They got some really cool tools. Alright. Keep blowing me up, see what happens. Go, go, go. Damn it. The guy has like fucking projectiles like, you know, Boba Fett. Get rid of your stupid wrist rocket. Alright. Knock him out. That's for shooting me with a wrist rock and giving me burns. What the hell is wrong with you? Come on. Kuryu just likes to walk. Who's the final boss in this area? Oh, okay. No, don't throw away my weapon. Why are you being so stupid? You want your weapon. Hello, fellows. You want to fight? This guy. Let's just throw away my weapon. This is the Japanese underworld you deal with. I'd be worried if they were beating up morally upright citizens. From what I hear, I mean, maybe the Yakuza is giving themselves a perfect, like, maybe they're trying to make themselves look good, but from what I hear, the Yakuza does, they operate more like a business over in, like, Japan, right? Like, apparently they have to, like, register themselves as a Yakuza to the government, which I feel like beats the purpose of a Yakuza, right? Or, like, a gang. But, you know, if it works, right? All Night Dom, welcome in, Brass Monkey, that funky monkey. Brass monkey. Yeah. Now you're gonna get me on that whole trend. How are you doing, All Night Dom? Are you, have you ever played this game, Dom? I want to hear the music in this part. This game always has like good fight music. Yeah, the Yakuza that registers themselves so they don't go to jail because the way they move money can be considered long term. It's very interesting, to be honest. Like very much an honor system there. If you were born there, it would definitely be an interesting country to live in. But I feel like it'd be a pain in the ass to try and like assimilate with the. Not a pain in the ass, but it would just take a long time for you to get like understand all the values and how things work and like the insides and outs. I would love to go to Japan though. I would love to visit. Yeah, clean that guy up. Bro, I love how smooth the fighting is in this game. I feel like the game has like reached peak smoothness in terms of like the fighting here. Alright, time to stab you. Oh, it's a baton. Never mind. I thought it was a knife. Whoopsies. Oh, we got a runner. Okay, do your move. Oh, damn it. I hope I never forget the one factor, or like the move. For some reason, as soon as I turn this game off, I feel like I'm gonna forget about R1 and X. I have a bad tendency to forget very, you know, important move combos. Yeah, so there's Yakuza parts that don't register, but yeah, fair enough. I'm assuming there's probably some crime families that still operate without being registered in Japan and probably the rest of the world. Yeah, you need a portal into the underworld. You need a way for people to enter or leave the underworld. Having businesses at the front, especially the sanction front, like a legitimate government business to avoid laundering charges is par for the course. Yeah, that's typically true for sure. But like registering yourself as a Yakuza is a different, very much a different story than like how criminals probably do it in like the U.S. and Canada.
偉人町のスナック街にサバイバーそこでお待ちしてますわ。
分かってる。
ご心配なく。今後スマホは無駄。
All right, are we going to a new town? I don't know if I want a portal into the underworld. I think I'm fine where I'm at.
いらっしゃいませ。
待ち合わせなんだ。
どうぞ。
Oh, it's another smoking bar. That's kind
こ
of
ちら
cool.
の人にも俺と同じの。
かしこまりました。
なんでこの店なんだ。
ここは偉人町でいっちゃん安心な店です。
Oh, okay. I think I know this part.
いつもはこわもての
I'm pretty sure this part was in like all the cutscenes or in all the
今日は
trailers.
なんや腰痛めとるらしい。
そうなんですよ。ごめんなさい。
ええてええて。
I want ice balls. These guys got like big balls of ice in their drinks.
お前一人
That'd
か
be kind of cool to have. I imagine it'd be a little bit hard to like keep it like a clear quality though of ice,
目的は
where it's like you can just see through the ice compared to
あんたには少しでも
you know
心
the
を開
ice
いて
you make at
もら
home
う
that's always kind of frosted over.
花輪は
まだ生きております。奴のことについてもこれからお話しさせていただきます。
お前は渡瀬の命令で動いてると言ったな。
I believe under U.S. or Canadian law, the legitimate portion of the business would be to register as a foreign actor or business.
前にニュースで見たぜ。
Huh.
俺ら親父からはその直前に命令を受けて
I'm
ま
gonna
す。
I'm gonna chew on that. I'm gonna chew on that for a bit.
あんたを見つ
We're
け
gonna do
る
some
のに
money
時間が
laundering.
ありましてね。
No, I'm joking. I do not want to say that on stream. For some reason, I always get like a little bit like some government agencies gonna take that as like a real serious like
俺はお
statement.
前らの探している
Oh, you were gonna launder money? Okay, we're gonna come investigate you then.
もうええやない
Time
です
for an
か
audit.
それは。見てるうち
Definitely don't want to
に
be
大体
audited.
のからくりは分かりましたよ。
Not that I would have,
あ
you
ん
know,
たは
not
大
that
東
I am
銀
hiding
行と
anything,
密約
but
を交わしたん
it's a pain in the ass to deal with apparently.
多分その見返りは沢村遥と朝顔の子供たちの安全。大道寺言うたら昭和のフィクサー。黒い噂まみれの秘密結社みたいな連中や。で、広島であんたをやったっちゅう陽明連合会はその兵隊です。あんたは連中を叩き潰したが、大道寺と手打ちするには死人になるしかなかった。つまり、あんたもそれで納得しとる。
Yeah, definitely don't do
なんや
that.
ったら、あんたの方から言い
Any criminals in the chat, disregard anything, of course.
すべ
Do
て
whatever you want.
大事な子供たちを守るために。ああ、そうや。
Any criminals in the chat.
この
No, I'm joking. I don't
だ
want
ったら
to encourage criminal behavior.
俺らの言うことも聞いてくれます
Any criminals in the chat, tell me your favorite crime. What is your favorite
その
crime,
時は
criminal?
お前らも渡瀬もこの世に生まれてきたことを後悔させてやる。
Uh-oh.
俺の推理は大体合ってたようですね。
鶴野だったな。俺が桐生一馬だとして渡瀬の頼みってのは何だ。
それを聞くなら、まず俺らの頼みを引き受けると約束してください。
That's not a good
独裁
deal.
できません。
That's not a good deal at
稲葉
all.
さんの命を保証
You
して
gotta
くれて
promise me beforehand,
何の
before I
ため
tell
に
you
か聞き
that.
もしねえで引き受けろってのが。
もちろん見返りはご用意させていただきます。もし引き受けていただけるなら
Ooh.
俺があんたから大道寺
You
の
want my
首
guy
を
becomes
外してみせますわ。
a citizen who's back in hiding?
簡単なことです。あんたはもう一遍死んでみせたらええんですよ。
Okay.
親父の頼み聞いてくれたらこっちでもう一遍桐生さんの死を偽装します。今度騙す相手は世間やのうて大道寺いっぱいや。あいつらかてほんまにあんたが死んだ思うたら監視のしようもあらへん。沢村遥や他の子供たち、そらさすがにまた一緒に暮らすのは難しいかもしれんけど、人目盗んで時々会うくらいできるはずや。
Alright.
また会えるようになるんやで。あんたが守った朝顔の子らに。ただしその
Dude, the ending of this game is brutal. Oh my god. Does he kill all his kids? That's not what I wanted. Hopefully that doesn't happen on Educated Possum.
桐生一馬の二度目の死や。その状況に説得力を持たせ
Nobody touch the orphanage, please.
必要です。
I don't want the orphanage being touched.
別にええやないですか。花輪は大道寺があんた
You know, before the Yakuza series ends, can I get one, like... Can I get one minigame that involves, like...
何迷うんです。
making the orphanage, like, a fun, like... you know how we have all those other business management games? I want an orphanage management game. Alright. That's the end of chapter 1. End of chapter 1. Nice, nice, nice. Have you played these games before? I've played 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now this is my first time playing this game. It's been a long time leading up to this game. We've only started playing the Yakuza games on stream, right? So when I started streaming in 2023, that's when I started Yakuza 0. And it's just been a long journey of just going through every single one of them up until this point.
綾子姉ちゃん、俺の服は
Orphanage manager simulator. I want it. They could kind of make it like an Animal Crossing game for the, you know how Infinite Wealth has the Animal Crossing mode apparently? Just do the same but for like an orphanage. Oh, what's going on?
あんたはもう一遍死んで生き返るんや。
The combat, honestly, I much prefer the combat in the Kuryu games, right? The turn base is cool, but the entire series of Yakuza is like, I feel like they built it off of the fist fighting. That's why I'm already having like a blast with this game. I feel like they've pretty much mastered the combat in this game. I wonder how the Majima game though plays. I wonder if that game plays as well as this one. I just finished this game. Oh wait, really? Nice, nice, nice. I just finally picked it up because it went on sale, right? I wanted to play it when it was on Game Pass, but I was still at like Yakuza 5 or Yakuza 6, so I didn't have enough time to go through Yakuza 7 and then also pick up and play this one. So unfortunately I had to wait for a good sale for this one before I bought it and played it. This one is a culmination of all the other fighting games. It's like the polish of the polish. Ooh, I like that. It makes me wish I got the fighting DLC, the Coliseum DLC. At the same time though, I really only play these games for like the story mode. I don't know if I'll ever intend to do a 100% run on these games. I did Amon on hard on 6 a month ago. God bless you. I did not. I think I got very close to beating Amon, and then I stopped. Is the Coliseum DLC? I don't know if the Coliseum's DLC or if playing as the characters is DLC. I was a little bit confused by that myself. But yeah, back to the Amon. I feel like Amon, I was like a quarter of the way through his health bar, or a quarter of the way about to beat him, and then he hit me with some fucking like bomb attack that just like blew up the arena, and yeah, that killed me. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm pretty sure that's the one move that I couldn't get around. Red Tiger. The Coliseum here's integrated into the game even story-wise. The DLC is just some characters that help. Okay. I wasn't 100% or 100% sure about that, to be honest. Good to know. Good to know. Good clarification. Hana-san is being taken there as we speak. Oh, are we gonna be forced to fight him in like the Coliseum? Oh man, this game doesn't pull any punches. Topics get very macabre. Hopefully I'm saying it right there too. But yeah, this game definitely has like some dark moments too. I feel like, honestly, CoinSnap, Yakuza 0, I recommend everyone in my chat to play it. I think Yakuza 0, even if you don't want to play the rest of the Yakuza games, Yakuza 0 is like one of my favorite games that I've found within like the last 5 years. Yeah, Yakuza 0 is so good, honestly. Like, if there's only one Yakuza game that you play Yakuza 0. That's one of those ones I wish I played when it first came out. But I'm like, I played it now, and now I can still spread the good word of it. Is that where that GIF came from? Did that emote come from Yakuza 0? And that Kamarako is my favorite, the 80s Kamarako. Yeah. I will say, Yakuza 0 is the one I put the least time into though on stream, because I was still trying to figure out how to best play the games on stream, because the games have a lot of content. So Yakuza 0, for me, I've only done the story of Yakuza 0. I really never did any like the side content. Like, and some of the side stories, but I didn't do all of the side stories. Where Kiryu has to be. Okay, so that's where that's from. I did that side mission. That's the one sub-story I did do. But yeah, unfortunately, I left a lot of the content of Yakuza 0 on the floor. At some point, I'll have to rebuy it because I didn't... Unfortunately, I played it when it was on Game Pass, so I just have to find a good sale for Yakuza 0 and then buy it then. But I'll have to try and do more of the side content on it then.
3日経って連絡がなかったらその場合俺は花輪の救出にしくじったってことだ。
I own that game 2 times and I'm gonna buy the physical, really?
あんたらに託す。
I own, when the Switch 2, whenever I get the Switch 2, I'm probably gonna get that like director's cut of the game too. It's just I'm not too sure when I'll play, I'm not too sure when I'll get the Switch 2. If I could gift you one, I would, but I can't. That's fair. It's very much appreciated the thought, though. The thought is what matters. You know, it's crazy, like, I feel like we probably all have, like, multiple copies of games now, just because Amazon Prime and Epic Games, GOG, they all give out games for free. So there's always, like, we definitely end up with, like, 2 or 3 copies of the game now, and we're like, okay, we can just play on any platform. Is this when the game truly starts? Yeah. I feel like the voice actor who did the meow for that one didn't do as good of a job as he could have. They should get the cat back in the booth, get him to do a better meow. Sultan Bari. Why did you get Possum? Have you ever gone to Japan, or is that one of those things where you're like, it's on the wish list, or it's on like a list of things that you might want to do? This game, honestly, this game series makes me want to go to Japan. Even though I feel like I'm in fear that I'm gonna get jumped by a bunch of guys whenever I walk down the street. And we're gonna be forced to fight. It's on the wish list. Let's go hit the cabaret, dude. Ooh. Hopefully I'm able to come back here after, I'm not too sure if I'm only here for a certain amount of time or what. Let me see. Oh. I keep pressing the wrong button. Oopsies. What's in here? Do you have any gear? What you buying? What you selling? Alright, I'm leaving. I'm glad to see you play this shit. I'm very glad to finally be able to play this game too, to be honest. I've been... The last time I played Like a Dragon was back in March. And like I said, I've just been waiting for a sale all this time, just so I can continue the games. But I think with that, I also might call it a stream there. I think we did a nice 2 hours and 30 minutes of gameplay here. I'm gonna save the game, and we'll pick it back up tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow I'll probably have an early, do some more of this game. Maybe do a little bit longer of a stream. But thank you everyone for being in here for today's stream. Let me go through the screen right here. I'm already having a lot of fun with this game, so you know, we'll definitely pick up later. I'm not too sure how much of the game I want to play during the week, right? Because of course I like to try and split up the games. Like I don't want to do Yakuza the entirety of the week, right? So we'll find a different game to split it up to. But if you guys want to follow us on any of the links, I dropped a bunch of links in the chat on the Twitch side. But thank you everyone for being in here. Let me find someone to raid out to real quick. Let me see. Yo! I just noticed the Twitch... Okay, anyone on Arena, I'm so sorry. The Arena chat glitched. And I kept looking at it and I kept refreshing it. Apparently it just was not working. Night, dude. Yo, Colin, thank you for the tip. Very much thank you for the tip. Yeah, money all in the laundry clipped. Encourage crime. How's the move? The move is going good. The move's good. The move has been going very good, Colin. Right now it's just it's in the process of just kind of filling the space up with more things, right? And also like there's things I forgot from home where I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I need to go pick up a set of like beard clippers or like, you know, that kind of thing, where it's like just small little things I need to catch up on that I kind of forgot about. I'm gonna try to be as much as possible though. Thank you on the Judah Possum. Very much thank you. Yeah, that scroll issue sucks. Yeah, and Scree the Killer, sorry, Dr. Amapuma, thank you. Shake, Sinister Intent, everyone, thank you for popping on in. Even if I, ignored your messages, I will make sure next time. I say that next time it'll be better reviewed. Let me see though. Let me go on the Twitch side though and find someone to raid out too. SSN is my preferred chat program, not gonna lie. I still need to figure out I have everything else figured out. I just can't figure out the arena. The arena chat on SSN keeps not working for me, unfortunately. I'm not too sure if I need to update the program or do I need to have it on like beta mode or we'll figure it out. Alright, let me see who's on now. Ooh, okay, I see one person on already who's a good time. You know what? We're gonna raid out to Dia Sims. Right now she's doing a soulmate chart, which I don't know what that means. I don't know if she's going through a bunch of soulmates that she has, but I think that should be a fun time. But let me see. I'm gonna pop in the raid message, guys. If anyone here wants to pop in with some flair. go ahead, pop in with some flair. But I'm gonna be off. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Yakuza potentially, or maybe Elden Ring. We might do a split up stream actually, where we split the game up in two different games. But until then, have a great night and stay funky. All right. Now let me get back to the arena side here. Let me see. What was the last comment on the arena side? Yeah, and don't auto-activate. So beta mode and don't auto-activate. Gotcha. And unlike other stream services, the chat isn't always up. Gotcha. So they have a lot harder to pull from. All right. Let me hit the outro, and I'll send you a message just to better maybe review this, or so I can maybe do a little bit of a test later tonight just to see how the chat works. But outro.